So this is the skeleton of ox. We can see here, this is the sacrum, this is the last lumbar vertebrae, this is the ilium, ischium and pubis here. This is the, we can see here, this is forming the roof of the pelvic cavity. This is here, this is the inside this, we can see this is the pelvic cavity, and the roof is formed by this vertebrae, that is sacral vertebrae, and first few coccygeal vertebrae also forming the roof of the pelvic cavity. So this is the triangular bone fused by the 5 sacral vertebrae, first, second, third, fourth and fifth, means they combinedly form the sacrum. This is the wings, which is triangular in appearance, this whole bone, and this is wedges in between this this ilium, we can see here. So in a separate specimen, we can see one by one different features, that it is long axis is strongly curved, this long axis which is curved, and it presents two surface, two borders, a base and an apex. The dorsal surface is widest in front and shows along its medial line a crest that is called median sacral crest. So this is the crest, this is called median sacral crest, which is formed by the fusion of spinous process of 5 sacral vertebrae, first, second, third, fourth and fifth. So this is fused spinous process of 5 sacral vertebrae. And then we can see the summit of this crest is rough and tuberous. On either side of this crest is another crest, these we can see here. The another crest, that is lateral sacral crest, which results from the fusion of articular process. So articular process of each sacral vertebrae fused and this form this lateral sacral crest, which results from the fusion of articular crosses. We have seen that. Now the dorsal surface shows 4 dorsal sacral foramina. So first, second, third and fourth, as we can see, first, second, third and fourth. So these dorsal sacral foramina are found on the dorsal surface for the passage of dorsal primary branch of sacral spinal nerves. The ventral surface is arched. If we see from the ventral surface, that is arched in appearance, and it forms the roof of the pelvis. We have seen this surface is marked ventrally by a faint longitudinal groove for the middle sacral artery, and is also we can see by this on the ventral surface 4 transverse lines, first, second, third and fourth. These transverse lines, which we can see here, are indicating that the line of fusion of bodies of the sacral vertebrae, first, second, third, fourth, fifth body. Then there are 4 large ventral sacral foramina, which we can see here, both sides in pair, at the end of the transverse line in this aspect. At the end of the transverse line, these are the foramina for the ventral primary branches of the sacral spinal nerve. So these we can see dorsal primary branch is going in this way, and ventral primary branch is going from the ventral surface. Now the another very important feature is the lateral border. Here you can see this is the lateral border are thin and convex. So this is the lateral border, which is thin here, and it is convex in this aspect, only small part, but it is concave as a whole. So it is concave, we can see it is concave, but a small part is here, it is convex, then again concave, and that serve for the attachment of sacrosciatic ligament. So here we can see in the skeleton that this border is serve for the attachment of sacrosciatic ligament. So sciatic nerve is coming in that position, so that is why the name is given that sacrosciatic ligament. The base means anterior extremity of the sacrum is in fact the anterior end of the first sacral vertebrae. We can see here in this aspect, and it shows centrally the body of the first. Here this is the first sacral segment, and this is the body convex, we can see here, which is wide flattened from above downward. So this is wide and flattened here in this aspect we can see. And the another thing is it is elongated transversely. So we can see this is elongated transversely in this manner. Next thing, it articulates with the posterior end of the body of sixth lumbar vertebrae, which we can see here. This is the body of the sixth lumbar vertebrae. This is the body of the first sacral vertebrae. This is articulating here. And the next thing is the edge of the pedicel. So here we can see this is the lamina, and these are the pedicels. So the edge of the pedicel shows usual in anterior notches. Here we can see these are the anterior notch in this aspect. Then these notches which we can see here are which is with the posterior notches of the last lumbar vertebrae forming the intervertebral foramen for the sixth lumbar spinal nerve. So here if we see here these notches, here it is forming the intervertebral foramen, that is for the passage of sixth lumbar spinal nerve. In this way, this is the body, this is the notches. So this combinedly form the foramen for the passage of the sixth lumbar spinal nerve. Next thing, in case of lumbar vertebrae, is the anterior part of the sacral or vertebral canal is triangular. We can see this is triangular. Yes, we can see here this is triangular with the angles round off. The angles are rounded off. This is not very conical. The rounded angles we can see, and traced backward its size diminishes. The posterior opening is small and triangular. So the posterior opening we can see here. This is also triangular but is small than the anterior opening here. Then on either side of the arch and above the notches are anterior articular process. So this is the anterior articular process above the arch. This is the anterior articular process, which are very large and widely separated. So they are very large and widely separated. And the lateral part of the base are known as ali or wings. So these are the wings or ali. Each wing is quadrilateral compressed plate directed downward and forward. So we can see here also they are downward and forwardly projected. These are the ali or wings. And we can see that the anterior face is extensive here, which is extensive and concave. This is extensive and concave from side to side and non-articular. But the posterior face is rough and it presents in lower part a triangular area for articulation with the articular surface of the ilium. So here we can see this is the non-articular, this is the articular in this aspect. This is having the triangular area here which is articulating with the ilium. In this way, here also we can see this is the triangular area here in the posterior aspect. This is articulating with the ilium here in this manner. And another thing which is very important in this case of the sacral vertebrae is the apex. So this is the base and this is the apex. Now the apex is or the posterior extremity of the sacrum is posterior end of the fifth sacral vertebrae. Centrally it presents a small triangular neural ring or the posterior notches. Here the posterior notches are there, we can see. Above these is the posterior extremity of the median sacral crest is found. This is the median sacral crest. And placed below the neural ring is the centrum of the last sacral segment. This is the centrum which is flat. So in this way we have seen these all the structures, that is the median sacral crest, lateral sacral crest, wings, body, neural ring. And we can see this is the flat which is articulating with the first coccygeal vertebrae, and anterior aspect is the last lumbar vertebrae forming the roof of the pelvic cavity, inside which this is the pelvic girdle. So this is all about the sacral vertebrae of ox.